masturbate, medicate.
You are now listening to Kimbology.
Kimbo, aka the traveling chafing queen.
Sexy sustainability.
Meditate, masturbate, medicate.
You are now listening to Kimbology.
Kimbo, aka the traveling chafing queen.
Sexy sustainability.
Meditate, masturbate, medicate.
You are now listening to Kimbology.
Kimbo, aka the traveling chafing queen.
Sexy sustainability.
Meditate, masturbate, medicate.
You are now listening to Kimbology.
Kimbo, aka the traveling chafing queen.
Sexy sustainability.
Meditate, masturbate, medicate.
You are now listening to Kimbology.
Kimbo, aka the traveling chafing queen.
Sexy sustainability.
Meditate, masturbate, medicate.
You are now listening to Kimbology.
Kimbo, aka the traveling chafing queen.
Sexy sustainability.
Meditate, masturbate, medicate.
You are now listening to Kimbology.
Kimbo, aka the traveling chafing queen.
Sexy sustainability.
Meditate, masturbate, medicate.
You are now listening to Kimbology.
Kimbo, aka the traveling chafing queen.
Sexy sustainability.
Meditate, masturbate, medicate.
You are now listening to Kimbology.
Kimbo, aka the traveling chafing queen.
Sexy sustainability.
Meditate, masturbate, medicate.
You are now listening to Kimbology.
Kimbo, aka the traveling chafing queen.
Sexy sustainability.
Meditate, masturbate, medicate.
You are now listening to Kimbology.
Kimbo, aka the traveling chafing queen.
Sexy sustainability.
Meditate, masturbate, medicate.
You are now listening to Kimbology.
Kimbo, aka the traveling chafing queen.
Sexy sustainability.
Meditate, masturbate, medicate.
You are now listening to Kimbology.
Kimbo, aka the traveling chafing queen.
Sexy. Sustainability.
Meditate, masturbate, medicate.
You are now listening to Kimbology.
Kimbo, aka the traveling chafing queen.
Sexy. Sustainability.
Meditate, masturbate.
Shut
medicate.
up. All right. We're getting ready to go on. Becky's just doing a little bit of behind the scenes. A little.
You
what
are
do
now
call it? Your
listening
the
to
ocean game
Kimbology.
moment? Ocean.
Kimbo, aka the traveling chafing queen.
We're going to the death.
Sexy. Sustainability.
You're an idiot.
Meditate, masturbate.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think we are. Hello, everyone out there. Welcome back to another episode of Kimbology. It's your girl Kimbo here, aka the traveling chafing queen. What's up? What's up, big dog?
Wait, can you hear me?
I can hear you fine.
All
Yeah,
right,
cool. Shout out,
Hi, guys.
Yes, look, the lighting is doing its thing. It's a little brighter in here. I love that. Love that for us. Come on now,
Yeah.
growth. Thank you for
It looks
tuning
great in here.
It does.
It looks real. This is like amazing.
So guys, so right now we're just streaming on TikTok, Twitch right now, but we're also on TikTok. So if you don't follow me on TikTok, please find Kimbology podcast. That is our TikTok. And follow us. And there's another one called Kimbology Poll, which you could also follow as well. We actually are going live from the Kimbology Poll TikTok because I don't have enough followers yet on the podcast one.
Okay.
You have to have like 1,000 followers in order to
go live.
on
Okay.
TikTok. So yeah, give us some love so that we can go live on the right streaming platform.
Get on Stripper Talk, guys. It's fun.
It's fun
I
over
really
there.
like it. Yeah.
Becky joins TikTok, guys, and then immediately joins.
What I do.
Immediately she joins Stripper Talk before me, guys.
Yeah.
before
I don't know how I got on there, but yeah.
because you're trash. I'm just kidding. No, I mean like gag that you beat me to it, so that's funny. But yeah, guys, welcome back to the show. We're really happy to be here. We're here live again for you guys in the stew, in the utopia. We're utopiaing. We are high boots.
Yeah, because I need to ask you a question. What camera are we looking at?
This is the camera in front of you.
Got it,
And then
okay.
there's Tiki-Taki
Sorry.
there, but that's just like
Okay.
extra.
Got it. got it.
Yeah, guys, there's a lot going on in our studio right now. We have like lights on us and cameras and TVs and shit. Shout out
No,
to
to Ricky.
Shout out to our
Yes.
producer. The
for
Rick Dog
sure.
Network is doing his thug
Amazing.
thizzle. Okay, so we really appreciate you, Rick Dog. Thank you so much for all you do for us. But yeah, we have a lot planned for today. Today we want to talk about we actually choosing Medicate for our Meditate, Masturbate, Medicate segment. So it's if you guys are new, this is our wellness segment, and we will be focusing on what's current right now, which is like Biden's a recommendation to the DEA for rescheduling cannabis. So we'll get into that deeper later, but it's basically right now cannabis is a Schedule 1 drug, and so they're recommending it to be lowered to the Schedule 3. And I kind of wanted to just dive into that. I have some various articles, and I've been listening to like people that were talking about this, and so government officials and things, and so I really want to like have a conversation a little bit more about the pros and cons of this and what it means to us now as consumers, right? Because we do consume. I mean, if you don't watch us, you don't know we high as fuck all the time. So, but yeah, so we have that for later. But before we do that, let's talk about strain of the day, shall we?
Oh my God,
Speaking of
yeah.
weed, so this bitch, no, just playing. No, so tell us what we're smoking, Beck. Like,
Well,
tell
we've
us the
talked
story.
about it on the show before. We're smoking Opal Aura OG from Revolution.
What?
It was my last 2 nugs. I gifted them to mom and dad.
Come on now. Come on now.
No, so it's great. So I last time when I spoke about it, I had suggested it with like a party or at a concert
yeah.
or something like that. But over the weekend, I did share some with my nephew, that I love. He's like my favorite smoking partner. I'm not gonna say which one. I'm gonna let them figure it out between the two of them.
Ooh.
If they're listening, maybe they are.
They should be.
They should be.
Watch your auntie.
Right. they're
your
both
auntie.
on Twitch. So
yeah, come on. And if not, send them this link later and just yell at them.
True. But anyways, I smoked it with one of them, and it was great. Like it was just really, it was a nice moment, you know. And so I told Kim, I'm like, we're gonna try this today for this. This is our 4th time going live now.
I think for me and you, I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, if you guys,
So how do you feel with this? Do you like it or?
I do. I'm very high. You know what? I will say I had a little.
I was telling Kim I was nervous. I was rolling it up for us. Remember? I was like,
yeah.
Kim, I don't know. Like we're fucking going live.
Because the last time you smoked this, you were just like high boots, and so
but it was fun. I was at a festival, you know,
right.
and then I smoked it for the wedding that I was at over the weekend.
No, it feels really good. It feels really good. I will say, I had a little bit of a headache before smoking this, and now it's like I don't feel it. Yeah,
love that.
I don't feel it. So I mean, it's helped with that. So that's a great thing, you know. Definitely feel it more in my head and behind my eyes. I don't know if I'm feeling like more talkative. It's a really nice
I feel
high.
it in my throat, and I feel like it makes me really talkative.
It's definitely gotten me more like chilled out. Like I'm feeling more like, usually like I have been, and this will be part of my updates. Like I've been on like 1,000 lately, and so this has definitely like brought me down to like, okay, like I can see now why you're saying like you could watch a movie or concert or like, you know, vibe out. This is like a vibe. But
I think it's also meant to be shared with someone. Because remember I told you the first time I smoked, I was by myself.
Oh yeah.
And it was a bad high. And I was like, this is a lot. Because I was nervous. I'm telling you, I was like, I don't know, Kim. Like,
you did great.
Yeah,
you would never have known. You would never have known.
Okay.
No, for sure.
I'm glad you like it.
Yeah, no, it's great. Yeah, so that's.
If you guys can find it still, go get it.
Opal Aura.
Yeah, I think, my dispensary that I usually go to sold out of it already. But
it'll be probably on rotation.
Okay.
Yeah, you know what you can use? You can use
it's like from Revolution too.
Yes. You could do you can go on like weed maps or Leafly and just type in that strain, and
that's right.
And it'll kind of tell you like maybe like around like where you can kind of find it. So but yeah, that's kind of cool. Yeah, guys, we're really happy to be here. Let's start with our updates. How about that? Oh no, before we do that, guys, so we've been working really, really hard on the production side. Now we're trying, we're really doing our best to get just get everything. I know Rick Dog's doing his thing. No. It's like I'm just like, and seeing yourself, right? The monitor is like a lot, right? It's crazy, right? But yeah, no. So at this time, if you guys want to hear more, we want to be more interactive with you guys. So I did this fun thing on Instagram. So if you guys go on my Instagram right now, you'll see that I posted, and this is on the Kimbology podcast Instagram page, which I think is shadow banned. Gag. I really think I really think
you got hacked at one point.
I got hacked, yes.
And then, we got it back.
Yeah. And I think since then it's like shadow banned because obviously people were reporting it and stuff probably. So
people are such fucking haters. I swear.
Well, no, when it was shadow, when it wasn't me, I was like a Bitcoin
who the fuck
person.
Reported you or stole your shit? Like
it happens every day, so many times. People are getting their shit taken. Guys, be aware.
Joey lost his page.
That's right, he lost his page. Yeah, be aware of scammers. Like honestly, like if you have bots following you, like that's not a good sign. Just block them. I know it's an extra follow, but no, honestly, like that's not. It's not. They're gonna be learning who you are and seeing who you interact with and comment with, and then they'll pretend to be them, and then they'll get your shit taken away. Like they'll be like, "Hey, I'm in trouble. Can you?" You know what I'm saying? Like it's fucked up. So the Kimbology podcast Instagram page got hacked a while back. We got it back, thankfully. But yeah, it's a little bit like it's hard sometimes to like view me or like I don't know. It's kind of weird, but it's still there. And so if you haven't
interact with us, guys, go engage with some of the posts.
We would love that. And then I'm doing a scavenger hunt. So if you are in Illinois, if you're watching this and you're in Illinois, I have put like my stickers out in the world. Fuck, I don't have a sticker. I'm gonna bring one back. Where's the stickers at?
There's one right there on your laptop.
Oh shit. Let's see. In real time. Hi guys, I'm back. Stickers, yay! And I can't even fucking see it. Perfect, cool. No, so yeah, if you find these stickers out in the wild and take a photo and tag me on Instagram, I will send you a free gift. And even better, if you have a sticker that I've gifted you or you found or whatever, you can put it somewhere and take a photo, and that counts too. So I'm doing that right now. It's a little fun little scavenger hunt. That's on my Instagram page.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
So I already had people tag me.
Where can like people put them? That's
anywhere.
Not defacing public property.
Oh. Deface it. I'm just playing. No, don't do that. I mean, guys, just, use your best judgment. Usually you see a bunch of places where there's already stickers and stuff like that. Like I usually do that type of thing. I mean, obviously don't, Do you
have a sticker collection anywhere outside of like your laptop?
Oh, I put them everywhere. I love stickers. I love being gaudy with stickers. I love my water bottle that I lost my emotional support. What is it called?
Emotional support water bottle.
I lost it.
No.
Yeah, I did that photo shoot in the rain. That rain thing. And I swear to God, it's there.
It's there.
And I've emailed them, and they're like, "We don't see it." I'm like, it's there somewhere.
I mean, listen, girl.
It's gone.
As someone who works somewhere that's a public place and people leave things, sometimes people leave things and people are like, you know what? This is kind of nice.
Yeah,
we don't know who it was. It's been sitting here for 2 months.
True.
Let's take it.
Water bottle though, but yeah, you're right.
But if it's a nice one and a, you know what I mean?
Mine's big. I gotta find out where I forgot where I bought it.
Was it a Yeti?
No, it wasn't a Yeti. It was actually Japanese. So
fuck.
I know, I'm like sad.
Damn.
So I lost my emotional support water bottle.
So you put it on there. The stickers.
I put the stickers all over. But yeah, anywhere, guys, that's safe and you know what I mean, obviously not illegal.
Yeah.
And then
you know what needs to be a thing, like. Because my stickers, I'm like weird about them, and I've always been this way. Because even as a little girl, I would go buy like photo albums, and I would place all my stickers in there like neatly.
Okay.
And then I would just like go and grab it whenever I wanted to, and just like flip through it. And I know.
Like Frank in your Lisa Frank.
Yeah, like, and I dude, it's crazy because I threw them away during 2020 when I was like purging everything, and I was like, oh my God, I really was like organized with them, and I wanted them that way. Because even now,
serial killer shit.
I know.
Serious serial killer shit. Like
hoarding. No, it's the hoarding,
and like just all neatly put together. Like, oh my God, naturally.
But now I have in my my weed box. It's a cardboard box, but it's a really cute one from this brand that I had ordered a bunch of hair stuff from. And on the inside, I've been putting a bunch of stickers that I've been getting lately.
Cute.
Like I have my Kimbology one in there.
Cute.
And it looks really cute. And I'm like, I want to like save this, and show, like put this somewhere, like in my house, you know, like
make it a thing.
Yeah. I was like, and honestly, it's reminiscent of what I used to do when I was little. Like I don't put them on my stuff, but I had it like in a place that's really important because that box is like everything, you know.
That's cute.
Like, yeah.
Okay, serial killer. Anyways, let's try. So let's move on. So basically, guys, that's happening, the scavenger hunt. Oh, also, do not forget to leave a comment and subscribe to us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify. Go on our YouTube. I'm actively uploading that more often now. We have an intern. Shout out to our intern. And she's been really helping us out with all the backlog of all these guests that I've had on and I've never been able to put the visuals out for. So that's going on.
I love that.
Yeah. So my YouTube is about to just get beta. So just, tune in there. Also TikTok. So as I said, you know what I mean? We have a new TikTok now that is just for the Kimbology podcast, and that's Kimbology podcast, and that's through TikTok, so you can find me there. All the links will be in the show notes as usual. But yeah, let's do our updates now. We've been talking for 18 minutes. Becky, how was your week? How are we doing?
I'm good. I'm stupid high right now.
She's really high. I know. She talked about a box, her serial killer box.
No, but it was good. I went to a wedding, which was beautiful.
It looked beautiful.
Yeah. It was my best friend Joey's niece. It was just great. It was a beautiful occasion. Like everyone got really dressed up and the party was really fun.
You look so cute, Beck.
Thank you.
You guys, Becky was she was dressed for Renaissance. Real tea. She was dressed for Renaissance.
Well, listen, the bride, she's a Scorpio.
Right.
And she's a November Scorpio. Like they don't miss any details and everything is curated to the max. And she basically was like, yeah, this is what you're going to wear, and I was like, okay, all right.
She wants her
7 a.m. hair appointments. I'm ready.
You had all the weave
Let's go.
She had all
I
the
had my extensions in. I had a spray tan.
This curly hair colonizer. she got a spray tan. She had her weave in, y'all. I can't take it. No, you looked really.
Thank
that dress looks, bitch. You look so good. And then the bride.
She looked beautiful. Oh my god,
she looked so beautiful.
Her dress was so cute.
The fact that you said she took off the skirt or the after the ceremony and for the reception.
Yeah, I was done.
Chef's kiss.
Yeah,
super cute. Love that for them. Yeah. Now you guys look like you had a good time.
Yeah. What's up with you?
Oh, doom and gloom over here. Quite literally. This week has been a lot. It's been a roller coaster of emotions, honestly.
Yeah. It's the full moon.
Bitch.
We had a full moon last Thursday, guys.
Bitch.
And Mercury's retrograding.
Ooh, I felt that shit. Ooh, I felt that. Yeah, I mean, I'm still kind of in that phase. I'm just kind of very much like in like self-doubt and just like, obviously, this is things that I work through in therapy too. And just like, my therapist literally is like making me write down my skills list and like, telling me like what are, so, and then, I'm just like, this shout out to Rick. He's like, looks and sounds great. Thank you, producer Rick.
Thank you.
So you guys, we can see your comments, so give us some feedback, give us a little comment. But no, honestly, like I basically like applied for a job, and didn't get the position. And
I'm sorry.
Thank you, babe. I mean, literally, honestly, guys, like it was me just basically going into like, okay, because I'm a Taurus, like I need to feel safe, I need to feel comfortable. You know what I'm saying? If things are uneasy or like things like that, like I it freaks me out. I go into survival mode. You know what I'm saying? And so it's real. You know what I mean? Like we're still on strike in this household, so there's that. And it just literally sounds like they're still in deep conversations. Like it doesn't seem like one's giving in. So it's just a bit scary. It's real. And then you just go into imposter syndrome and doubt. And Becky's over here like, bitch, look at all the shit you've done. And I'm like, I don't see it. I'm like crying and shit. So
being human, you know what I
mean? Like
just existing.
Yeah. And I've been doing, we're doing this 3 years now, and like, look at where we're at, but still, you know what I mean? Because I'm a person that's like, very much like I instant gratification, or like, you are. Right. You I'm very much time. Like, I'm an instant gratification person, or like, rejection's really tough for me, rejection and, criticism, things like that. I still work on it, but it's like, this, I think, was the slap in the face I needed. This rejection, this like no from this company just meant yes to Kimbology, right? It's literally just me, the universe telling me to like, bitch, what I tell you?
I was telling Kim, I've been loving this time for her. Like, she's been investing a lot into this brand, and she's been having fun doing it, and like networking and connecting with people. So like, as someone who like, I don't have a traditional career route, and I heard a lot of noise growing up, like in this and throughout, especially in like my early 20s, like, what are you thinking? What are you doing? And I'm just like, chill the fuck out. Like, I got this, and I did. I'm still here, and I'm fine. But it's taking a leap of faith. It's hard, it's not easy, and it's easy to want to slip back into like what's comfortable and what like that's totally normal and fine,
That's literally it, Becky. Thank you so much. Like I appreciate you saying that. And like, yeah, it's been one of those things where I'm like just trying to like get little cushy little, okay, I got a little cushion, you know what I'm saying? Which I'm still not opposed to. It's just, I can't lose focus. You know what I mean? Like I am like doing good in the sense of like putting forth the effort, and I know I can do more. That's the problem. Like I know I can. And I was over here like, do I have a fear of success? And then my therapist sat down and was like, bitch, I think you got a fear of failure, And I was like, we should have a whole podcast about that, like the fear of failure and how deep that goes. And so it prevents people from even just trying, most of the time, because they're like, oh, I'm gonna fail, fuck that shit. Right. So you don't even try, So I do actively like go off the quote that Michael Jordan says all the time, or he quoted that. Rick Dog, is he here?
I think he's downstairs.
Okay. He's probably watching us. Yeah. It's the Michael Jordan quote that says like, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. I hope I'm saying that right. He usually is here to. Is that it? What is it? The Michael Jordan quote. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take? Yeah, I got it right. Yes. Ricky's always if it's Michael Jordan related, he knows, guys. So, but yeah,
that's what you turn to when you.
Yes, I think of that quote.
Okay, have you ever seen? I know Mel Gibson is problematic, but have you ever really sat down to watch Apocalypto?
I'm gonna need you and Rick Dog to come and sit down.
I knew you were gonna say that
because he loves that movie.
Okay, but have you answer the question?
I mean, maybe not on the level that you and Rick Dog love it.
You should, because the message behind it, girl, it's about fear and like moving through your fear and being like, fucking come at me, I fucking dare you. There's this scene where like the whole movie shifts and you're just like, let's fucking go. I'm so serious. You have to see it.
Ricky, do you know this part?
When Jaguar Paw, remember he makes it down the waterfall and the fucking dudes are like, what are we gonna do? And he's like, come at me, this is my fucking jungle. Do you remember that part? Yeah, I know that. That it makes the whole movie. It makes the whole fucking movie because you're like, yes. And like, dude, it's crazy because the preluding that, there was a moment he had with his father, one of the village elders, where he was trying to like walk him through some fear that he had, and he kind of just like brushed him off. But like, you kind of go back to that, you're like, damn, they were right, you know? And like, I know some of us don't have those elders to like fall back on. And I honestly, for me, it's moments like this when like you're in distress, like it's hard for you to believe. Like,
yeah, girl.
It's moments like this where I realize like how important like it is to have your village, to have people lift you up, especially when we lose our elders, you know, like you don't have it's like you're becoming that, like you're becoming your family's matriarch, you know what I mean? So it's like you have to remember that like you have a lot on your shoulders too.
Well, that's why I think adds to the pressure.
And there's only fucking what we have. There's 24 hours in a day.
I know.
We can't be up. We have to sleep at some point. We have to eat.
And that's the problem, girl. I be up not sleeping, you know, be up late.
Right.
Watching.
On top of our regular work that we have to do.
Right, exactly.
Like,
and that's the thing. So guys, like I am self-employed, but I do, so you guys, right now my profession is I teach pole dancing, right? So I teach it every week, and that's so physical, right? You know that you use your body also for your job.
I'm on my feet,
You're on your feet. You're literally moving your arms, your eyes are razor focused, you know, like so like you're using your body as a tool. And me too. I mean, I'm literally up there on the pole. And then this past weekend, like I taught 2 classes in a row, and the first class is like a higher level. It's intermediate prep, and so it's more tricks, it's going upside down, it's climbing, you know, it's a lot harder. So for my body, so like I just feel the toll on my body, like physically. I love to do it, don't get me wrong, but I also just am realistic of like, yeah, but like, am I going to be able to do this for the rest of my, you know what I mean? Like, not really, you know, to the levels that I'm at now, you know? So I was just going through those emotions, you know, and I still am, guys. And it's a journey, you know? And so you guys watching, you guys sharing, you guys posting, you guys being in the scavenger hunt, like honestly,
people are rooting for you, girl.
I appreciate it.
Yeah,
I do.
people are excited. I had a few people tell me like, "Oh my god, I've been loving you guys on YouTube. It's been fun." So keep going.
Well, Becky, show your titties to the world. Turn towards. You see how she's like this. She's like,
no, I told Kim, she's like, what should I wear? And I was like, I don't know, show your titties.
I want to
like,
show
what
it.
The fuck?
Oh, but guess what do I have on?
Okay, but show the
Diversa titties. Shout out to Bailey. Shout out to Candle Tit. Because this is where it's from. It's this sickening crew neck like sweater that I got, and it says Diversa Titties, and it's got all these little different tits. That are stitched in, and stay tuned because I feel like we're gonna work on a collaboration together.
It's a fun brand.
It's gonna be really fun. So stay tuned, guys. We're gonna actually work on
candletit.com.
Candletit, you actually get to mold your real titty and make candles out of your titty, and so it's sickening, right? I know. I can't wait to. Why did that tickle you so much? It's your titty. You know, and so it's a great concept.
Because you're always trying to see some titties. Always.
I mean, what is life if it wasn't for titties? Okay, so but anyways, we've been talking for like almost like 30 minutes at this point. Haven't even got into like strain of the day we did do. Gay. But
I told you, bitch. It's the fucking old aura.
No, this bitch was not lying. Should we take a break, Rick Dog, or keep going?
It's your call.
Okay, we'll keep going.
Yeah,
So
I feel good. I feel
good?
yeah.
Okay.
Are you like?
I'm good. I'm
okay,
good.
Yeah.
Let's go into recycling the news then. Okay, so there's a lot of bullshit happening in the recycling news. Let's get the first bullshit out real quick. And I want to address in the current news right now. So Erica Mena just got fired from Real Housewives of Atlanta. And I'm not an active like watcher of, you know, I'm not a consumer of like the Real Housewives or whatever, but this kind of struck a chord because Erica Mena so basically Erica Mena, though, she is Latina, she's a Latinx, right? But she is she's a Latinx, but she's you know, really ingrained in like the black and brown community. Obviously, you know, she's
she was on Love and Hip Hop as well. No.
Oh, I'm getting the shows mixed up. It's Love and Hip Hop Atlanta.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You see. Thank you.
It's the old.
It's
I
literally,
told you. I warned you about the Opal Aura.
She warned me, y'all. She did, and I have it right in my face too. It says Love and Hip Hop right here. So Love and Hip Hop franchise. So basically, she got into a heated argument with her co-star from the show, and super heated. I showed Becky a clip, and she was like, "Bitch." I'm like, "Yeah." There was tables thrown and everything, right? And during that process, she ended up addressing her co-star for the show. She referred to her as a monkey and repeatedly called her a monkey, like over and over and over again. And so, yeah, because of those racial slurs.
So did this happen in live? Was it?
Yeah, I think so. Well, not live. I'm not sure if it was live, but it happened on the show. I mean,
right, but it was on the show, but it wasn't.
Yeah,
you know if it was live or
I'm not too sure if it was live or not. But I mean, why were you getting at?
Well, no, I'm just saying, like, did she know this like wave was coming at her? Like, oh shit.
I mean, I'm not too sure.
Gonna come out. I said this.
I mean,
it's gonna be the focus of the episode.
I think the focus was the fact that she went there so quickly, and the fact that this was like already like, I feel like,
yeah.
So the reason I wanted to talk about this, even though like I'm not really, like I said, I'm not an active like watcher, like fan of this bitch or whatever, but
neither am I.
Right.
I know her through like. I have a hairstylist friend who like did her hair at one point.
And your sister loves the show, so.
Yeah, and my sister loves it. That's her guilty pleasure.
She loves that show. Yeah. And yeah, I mean, like I have people around me that talk about it all the time on my podcast.
It was Marcella's birthday last week too.
I saw that. Yeah, happy belated birthday. Yeah, your sister's birthday.
Go on.
Yeah, no, for sure. But no, this was struck a chord with me because she has black children, right? So she actually has.
Who was her first husband?
Damn, bitch. I don't fucking know.
Oh, shit.
The fuck?
But go on then. Go on. It's fine. I was just wondering.
No, I'm like trying to figure out
literally just thinking,
shit.
like trying to.
Well, this one, she has a baby with Safari, which gag, right? Safari. That's where yeah, and then, but it's funny because.
But that's kind of iconic to share a baby daddy with
Safari?
With Nicki Minaj. That's kind of iconic.
Is that a flex?
It's a flex. It's a flex. Yeah.
That's a flex.
Yeah.
All right. And then she says, oh, yeah. And then even in this article on page 6, they don't even address the previous relationship. It says previous relationship. Just shows Safari. Okay. So, I mean, the thing is, though, she does have a son that's 16 years old. And I guess in that show, the co-star was she was actually saying, like, your son doesn't love you or doesn't fucking like you or whatever. And that's what got her all worked up. And that's when she started to call her a monkey, right? And that's where I'm just like, okay, like, you know, someone's like the racism is deeply ingrained in how they are and who they are if you go there when you're really angry. And she went there and she like kept pressing it. So it just concerns me because I feel like in this current era of the Kardashian and the Jenner, you know, there's too many of these fucking bitches that look like this and that are, you know, procreating and having children, but then teaching them these fucking like, you know, these little underlining like racism, like the thing is like this boy's gonna see this, okay, and I don't know how this nigga's getting raised and all this. I don't know how these boys are getting. I don't know how their kids are being raised, but at the same time, you spewing that, so easily, you know what I mean? And then obviously there's already some tension because she obviously it struck a chord the fact that this co-star said that your son don't like you. Huh, I wonder, bitch, because your son black, right? Huh. So you know, I mean. Yeah, but it's very problematic. You know what I mean? I worry because especially when she's got black children.
Did she come out with a statement or anything yet?
I don't think it's been. She got fired. That's the latest thing that I saw was she got fired. Yeah. So the franchise laid her off. It said we do not condone racism and all. And it was clearly right. And you can't spew it any other way. You called her a monkey bitch. Like.
Yeah.
There's no hiding behind what else that was.
Yeah, that was wild.
Yeah.
That's wild.
You watched it and you were like jarred. You were like,
the thing was, Kim watched the video and I just read about it like word for word and like the article that was talking about it. And for some reason, like my perception of it was the tone was just at least civilized, but it wasn't. They were like yelling it, and
she flipped the table on her.
She like totally lost her shit.
Yeah. I mean, and that's the thing though, right? That's why they humor this, because she's good TV, right? Because of all the antics, but at the same time, you know,
but it's like, I don't know, it's
right,
like, chill, you know, like, girl, what the fuck's wrong with you?
A lot, clearly. So and at that point, so yeah, I just wanted to talk about that for a little bit. Also, Mitch McConnell is unalive, allegedly.
Oh my God.
Yeah, guys. So if you guys are living under a rock, Mitch McConnell did so he's a Kentucky senator, right, for Kentucky,
yes.
and he is 81 years old, right, and he had another moment that he froze up, you know, during a conference, and so during a press event, and yeah, I mean, he owed. Yeah, we just need to just like, guys.
I feel like with him and like Dianne Feinstein from California, I feel like it's like we're watching like aunts and uncles who like refuse to retire. Yeah, they're still working, and we're just like, and you know, like everyone at work is feeling it, and it's like, what the fuck, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, just come on, guys. This is like the boomer way.
Yeah, I know.
They're
refuse. So stubborn. Yeah,
they refuse. You know, like it's hard. It's hard.
Yeah,
and this is why the aliens just don't care about us, because they're just like, they're letting their elders work like this. What's wrong with them?
I think I forgot exactly the age, but they said the average like age group for like senators and like Republican, like Congress leaders and things is like in their like mid to late 50s.
Yeah.
That's like the average.
Yeah.
Like,
but that's every
age.
boomer right now. It's like,
yeah, it's like,
guys, go and enjoy, you know.
I know.
But they can't.
Did you see that?
I get it though. Like, listen, I don't think I'll never not work. That's just me, you know. Like,
I agree.
don't know.
I'm kind of
like,
the same. Yeah.
I need to keep busy, you know. Like,
I'm gonna do something.
I get it, but it's also like I hope and pray that I have the wisdom to know when to say when, and not put everyone through some bullshit, including myself. Like,
all right, bitch, sit down.
Honestly, I was telling Kim, like, my old dog, rest in peace. I mean, I loved him to death, but like towards the last 2 months of his life, it was like the lights were on, but no one was home. You know, like it was very that, like,
Charlie, poor Charlie. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, we love Charlie. But
it was hard.
It was tough.
hard,
yeah. No, but you did the right thing. You know, Charlie's in a better place. And so Mitch McConnell. Like, did you see it too during the conference? They literally asked the question.
I can't watch it. I don't.
It was he literally froze up on the question. They're like, are you considering campaigning for just like going again and like submitting to do this again, to run again? And then he literally like froze and never answered the question. Yeah. Never answered. I was just like, oh my God.
And then as someone who lived with my grandmother like the last year she was alive, like, your body's just, you're tired and you get to just rest and enjoy it and
my God,
live slow. Like, she would sleep in until 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We'd go to bed at 10 o'clock. We had tea every night. Like, just like chill. Like, you don't have to work. Like, you're good. What?
Evil don't want to die, girl. Evil never dies. Evil never dies, okay? Bitch, it just doesn't. Evil lives forever, okay?
You're right. You're right.
I mean, he is unalive, but whatever, okay? So I just wanted to just address that. And guys, if you're not paying attention to politics right now, it is highly entertaining. I mean, this nigga froze up and was just like, you know what I mean? Like, that is who is running things in Kentucky. Partially, you know what I mean? I believe he handles like the finance part too of that. Like, that's like crazy.
Yeah.
So obviously, like, my thing is like, there's obviously a team, right, that's helping him facilitate things when he's 81. So why don't you just step back and like,
that's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean? And like, literally,
chill. Like. Like, mentor your next person to like be appointed and sit the fuck down. I don't want to.
Oh God. Anyways, that's all I wanted to talk about.
This is all of us dealing with all of our parents.
I know,
you know, literally.
I know. Quite literally. Like, sit the fuck down. But yeah, Mitch McConnell, I mean, he is unalive as fuck. And so, did you watch they cloned Tyrone on Netflix yet?
No.
Okay, you're gonna have to watch that. We're
What's
gonna have
that?
Okay, we'll have to talk about. We're gonna have to
Okay.
watch. You're gonna have to watch it. Ricky's
Okay.
still gotta watch it too.
Okay.
It's called They Cloned Tyrone. It's on Netflix. Bitch, it's got Jamie Foxx in it. It's got like all these big names. I forgot the rest of the people's names because I'm high right now. But it's really good, and I would love to know your opinion on it.
Okay.
It's good. But on that note, though, I think we should take a little break.
Yeah.
Because when we come back, guys, we are going to get into the main topic, which is Medicate. And we're going to talk about all about the basically Biden has submitted a request for cannabis to be descheduled from a controlled substance 1 to level 3.
Yeah.
So, and we want to talk more about that. What does that mean? And just be real about it, because honestly, like, I'm still learning as it goes too, and so I've been reading articles, I've been paying attention to what's going on with that, so just wanted to kind of inform you guys and just give you a little conversation about it. And so yeah, so I think we should take a quick little break.
Okay.
We can go smoke.
I've been ignoring the TikTok people.
You have your back
I
to
know.
them and everything.
Sorry, guys.
Like, they hate you.
And literally, I looked and Joey was saying hi.
Oh, hey, Joe.
Hi,
Joe, you know
Joe.
what? Shout out to Joey, because he always pops in when I go live.
Yeah, he loves TikTok.
He always pops in. Yeah, he'll be popping in and say, hey, and then like maybe he'll go do some things. I'm like,
Yeah.
hey. So I appreciate the love, Joe. All right, guys, we'll be back.
Bye.
See you in a little bit. Yeah, you look good. We sound good. Yeah, real good. Thanks, Rick Dog.
Yay.
Ow. Yeah, let me get out of my shit because I am high as fuck.
I told you, girl. Fucking told you.
You got me high as shit. Hi, TikTok. Who's watching? breaky break bathroom. Oh, you can hear us?
Oh, I just turned it up right now. Thank you for watching Kimbology. We will be back in just about 4 minutes. This is the Rick Dog Network speaking. Thank you for tuning in. Smoke break. You are listening to Kimbology. We'll be back in just 4 minutes.
You can't leave me with the fucking microphone. Oh, we gotta see these. Okay, that's great.
Thank you for tuning in to Kimbology. We'll be back in just 2 minutes. Or more. Thank you for your patience. This is the network speaking. Returning back in action in just one moment will be Kimbology and her sidekick, the Beck Dog. Uh-oh, here comes Kimbo.
Microphone's on.
We're ready.
5, 3, 2.
Hello, hello, hello.
Come on now. Are you Kimbo? Yes. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Kimbology. We're back from our break. We just smoked a little bit more of that Opal Aura that Becky brought over. And I had to literally take a moment, guys, and just be like, what do I have to talk about? Because that shit did get me high as shit.
I told you.
Oh, Lord have mercy. But we're back, and we're really excited because it's time for meditate, masturbate, and or medicate. And if you're feeling hungry, marinate. Right? If you're feeling snacky, a little marinate. Hi, guys, on Instagram if you're watching. So I was live on TikTok as well as Twitch, but now I switched over to Instagram Live. So, yeah, I'm trying to give all the girls some love. All of them. Why not?
I love that.
I need to make sure I'm proving to Instagram that we're not a bot because they keep thinking that we're a bot. They keep shadow banning us.
Who the fuck hacked us?
Who hacked us?
Right.
Who did it? Come out. Right. Show us who you are.
We're looking for smoke.
Right? We're looking for the smoke. This bitch. She loves that interlude so much. That's the interlude from that Drake song that she loves. Anyways, before we get off topic, so it's time for, we're going to be focusing on Medicate today, guys. So we're focusing on the new Biden. So the Biden administration has put out a suggestion to the HHA, which is Department of Health and Human Services, and recommending them to do a major change with cannabis from, so cannabis right now is at a Schedule 1, right? So that's like a Schedule 1 controlled substance. So that's in the same category as like cocaine and heroin. And so he put in the recommendation for it to go from Schedule 1 to a Schedule 3. Now, basically, the way that Schedule 3 work, probably to like sum it up in the sense of like you could go to the you could go to your pharmacy, but you still like, you know how some of those medicines have like codeine in it and you still have to get it from behind the counter.
It's a prescription,
right? So they would still have to do that in order to go it, which, you know, in retrospect, like, you know, going to the dispensary or whatever, you have your ID, you have your medical card or whatever, right? So he's staring at George.
Yeah, he wants to come over here.
Come on, George. He's got his ball. He wants to play.
Look, here he comes.
Come on, George. You know that last time you were on the show, people loved it, right? Come here.
He's like, no, I'm feeling.
Can you bring him?
Pay me, bitch.
He's more popular than me. Can you bring George? Georgie, bring Rick.
I hear these employees and their grievances.
Yeah. Bring him over here. Oh, he ain't gonna come over now. He's literally like, nah, girl, I ain't doing that. You gonna lift me up and show me off on TV again? I don't like that. Here he comes. Daddy brought him over. Hi, baby.
Careful.
Here's George, guys. Say hi. No, I need that. It's on my notes.
She's Pita's ex-boyfriend.
Hey, baby.
Not current.
Right? He's like, bye. Anyways, look at him distracting us with his cuteness. Okay. So back to talking about this I wanted to talk about this though because obviously right now it's trending right now because everybody's talking about this. You know, Biden put in this suggestion, but I wanted to go a little bit deeper in like what that really means and kind of like the changes that it might affect. So basically, putting in this request, it doesn't. So basically, guys, the way cannabis works is that there's the federal level and then there's the state level, right? So states, there's already almost like half the states are like recreationally now. So basically, meaning like you can go and like smoke like adult use, right? You can go to your dispensary, use your ID and purchase cannabis and smoke it recreationally. Then there's also the medical side. So if you have a medical card, you have to this list of ailments that you need to have in order to retrieve the medical card, and then you can get it. So there's many states that do that. So that's different. So basically, from having it be a Schedule 1 to Schedule 3, people are kind of split on this because it doesn't really change too much in a sense of like, right now, so the things is that can maybe change is like right now banking, right? So right now the cannabis companies, many various ones, small, big, MSO or not, they still have all these laws, these federal laws that they have to abide by. And because cannabis is a controlled level 1, they can't like write off certain things for their businesses because they're selling this cannabis plant. So there's certain things that they're not getting tax cuts on, right? So that would possibly help the businesses in a sense, like, you know, if that changes. And banking is also really sensitive. Like, if you notice that, like, the big banks don't really want to get involved in the cannabis scene yet, you know, it's because it's still level 1 or controlled substance level 1. So there's that change.
Sorry, my contact is dry.
Oh, your contact. Okay.
We're in the submarine, guys.
She keeps saying that we're in our
in the depths.
So the way that our setup is, she's like, "This is an OSHA gate. Like, are we in OSHA gate right now?"
This is the
like, no, bitch. We don't have a fucking PlayStation controller in this bitch.
We did though.
We did though. She's like, actually, Rick Dog had one in here though. I saw
it. Was the best. I wish he would bring it back.
Yeah, he might. Yeah, he might, because it was on that thingy. He was like, trying to
was like controlling the camera. I loved it.
It was giving Ocean Gate down. So, but anyways, so basically that might change. We'll see. You know what I mean? But the DEA still has to take this consideration and look things over before anything changes. And who knows how long that's going to take? You know what I mean? One thing that we're unsure of is just the time frame of this, right? Biden's team and has just suggested this and recommended it, but it's like, when is it going to happen, right? So that's one thing. Another thing that can possibly change is like more research. Like, there's definitely you know, programs and things that I feel like, you know, one thing for sure is like autism with cannabis. And that's one thing that I'm going to try to actively also engage more in. And it's just, how does autism and cannabis, how can they relate?
Even treating, you know, like I was having a conversation with my brother earlier, because, you know, I've always dealt with really bad motion sickness.
Oh, me
too.
I've
talked about that on the show.
Equilibrium.
It's
your
like
vertigo
off, you know, and boats and planes.
Same.
And I get anxiety before I travel, because I'm always like, there's an unknown of like, well, how am I going to react, or how am I going to show up to wherever I'm trying to go? And taking an edible has pretty much like eliminated that problem. It's weird. I don't know what it does when I'm high, when I'm traveling, but I'm able to kind of like stay focused and not lose my grounding and not get dizzy. And it's been a game changer, because outside of that, my only other option is Dramamine.
Yeah.
Which Dramamine, like,
does that work? It doesn't work.
What it does is knocks you out. So like, you're just sleeping. So
you're tired.
You sleep through your nausea. And it's just like, well, if I'm trying to enjoy myself, because you also can't drink when you...
True.
Yeah.
True.
And the thing was, I did one time, I drank. I hadn't taken Dramamine in years. And we went on a cruise, and like, I had never done a cruise before. It was my first and last cruise at this point. And the first night I had like 2 glasses of wine at dinner, and I went and took a nap after dinner, and I was supposed to wake up, and I like could not wake up. I was having
was on Dramamine?
Yeah, I was having like an out of body experience. Girl. Like my brother, because I was sharing a room with my brother, and he came in and he was like, "Back, like wake up," and I was like, "Oh, you know." And
damn, that should be a more the controlled substance.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Yes,
like,
I mean, like cannabis,
and like I don't deal with that with cannabis.
Yeah.
I'm fresh. I'm alert. You know, if anything, my regret with it is because like for me, I like a sativa strain, especially when I'm traveling, because it keeps me alert and fresh. And then I can't really sleep on the plane. That's like the one thing that's kind of like the downside, but I stay busy. I've been like reading more when I fly and stuff. But anyways, to get into that is like, I would be nice to like, you can get it at the airport, you know.
Oh my God.
Instead of getting Dramamine, you can go and grab a little edible, like in case you forget it.
Guys, can you imagine if it's like at the like a dispensary at the airport? Do they have those? Do they have dispensaries at the airport?
I don't think so.
In any state?
I don't know.
I feel like in LA, there's like a MedMen like super close.
Because that's like my thing. Like as soon as I go through security, boom.
Yeah.
Go sit down, get ready for my flight.
They give it to you on the plane.
Oh my God, that too.
They pass out an edible on the plane, guys.
No, for real. Like that would have saved me like many times.
That'd be so great.
Like it was not fun. It was not fun. Before cannabis, it was not fun.
Well, if it's rescheduled, right, we have good news with that, because if it is rescheduled to substance 3, federally funded universities could study cannabis without putting their funds at risk. You know, private research institutes institutions can start to like, you know, they would no longer need a Schedule 1 DEA license to grow the plant for research. Researchers could also likely use cannabis for licensed growers and dispensaries. So it just kind of it would free up that a little bit more in a sense of like research. I'm thinking also more research into like, you know, young children too that maybe have, you know, like say Down syndrome or like other like, you know, other things that they feel like, well, like, I mean, there's so much research done on children and, you know, with like they have cancer or, you know, they have mobility issues, you know, like MS, things like that, you know. So like, I think that that's something to look further into, you know. But yeah, so that's an option that can change if it's if it's descheduled or if it's rescheduled. Yeah, maybe a more like a better way for like cannabis medicine and improvement in that. So maybe instead of taking Dramamine, you can do that, right? Or maybe instead of taking Tylenol, there'll be some sort of other, you know, a more
natural alternative.
Exactly. I mean, literally CBN, guys, we all know, not we all know, but if you don't know, CBN is a part of the plant. It's a cannabinoid that is mostly, it's used for the sleep portion. It makes you sleepy, right? CBN. And so basically too, like old weed, like if you have weed that's just kind of been sitting around and just kind of like gets a little aged, you notice that it might make you a little bit more sleepier. I feel like that's like the CBN kind of pulling its way out, and so that will help with that too. So there are other ways to do it and to help help yourself with sleep. So maybe that'll be it too. There's also like when it comes to the prison system in that sense, right? That the only thing, and the thing is like Biden's getting a little bit of like controversy because during his 2020 election, he did claim that no one should be in jail for cannabis, right? However, rescheduling it to a controlled substance 3 doesn't fix that problem. You know what I mean? Like there are still people in jail for cannabis. It doesn't release them. It doesn't change that. So they're like, this is not what you promised too. So there's that too. So there's a lot of different, so it's like, yes, there's pluses to it too, but at the same time, it doesn't solve the problem. You know what I mean? The cannabis is still on the list in general. People are wanting, they're claiming that instead of rescheduling, they say decriminalize cannabis. That's what the people want. You know what I mean? The people that are for this plan. So that's a difference between rescheduling and decriminalizing. So I think that's kind of where, you know, if people see this, they're like, cool, but if they don't really understand the legalities and the rules and the tax code, and the federal, the laws that are keeping this plant at bay. I mean, that's another thing too. You know, possibilities, and this is maybe, you know, if it's rescheduled, we can maybe even, because you know how right now everything is statewide, right? It's you can only get the cannabis within your state, but if it's rescheduled, maybe we will be able to say get California weed or other state weed, you know, whatever, more in a legal way. You know what I mean? Like, obviously, I'm not gonna say who, but it does happen, right? There are other, you know, weed that's, you know, whatever. It's not legal. Excuse me, but maybe there could be a way to transport cannabis flower via state lines, and it might not be, you know, illegal in the sense. So the DEA has a lot to do. So the DEA has to look into it. Like I said, it could take 6 months to a year to who knows. And that's the thing is, like, right now what we know is true is where we're at, you know, and look at your state rules. So guys, if you are wondering like where the rules are, you have to look at your state. You can't go by the federal laws yet. This is not changing anything on the federal level. So
there's just talks about it.
Yeah. And this is just a recommendation. So, but it's a huge step into the conversation happening, right? You know?
Yeah.
So like, but what also rescheduling won't probably impact is like, you know, just like in a sense of like stopping arrests too for cannabis, which is like, you know, the problem too. It's like we need to kind of like, that's why the decriminalizing is important. And high taxes too, like all the taxes and all that stuff. Now, the businesses might get a tax cut, right? In the sense of like they may be able to like, you know, write off certain things if this changes, but the taxes will still be there, right? But so for the most part, guys, we're still, you know, not out of, I think it's a conversation to have. I think it's good to like consider that they're like, okay, yeah, they're reimagining how cannabis can be in our society today, right? I mean, already we have all these states jumping on board, you know, becoming legal, recreationally legal. There goes my iPad. And, you know, that's that. But, you know, we have to go by our state. We have to make sure. And that's the thing, guys. You know, if your state hasn't gone recreational adult use yet, you know, maybe that's going to be something to consider. Oh, thank you, babe. There was just like a charger that just like flew into the utopia. My iPad's okay, baby. Thank you. Yeah, so there's just things to consider of that. And so, you know, but most importantly, though, you have to go by your state laws. Like, we cannot stress that enough because, you know, what we do in Illinois may be much different from where you're at if you're in a different state. So, right. But in Illinois, you still can go purchase cannabis at your local dispensary. You know, you have a limit of, where's the limit of flower? The limit of flower, I think, is 28 grams. So that's like, you know, per day. There's like a daily limit for how much you can consume or purchase with your ID. But if you're a medical patient, obviously you have an allotment. That's a certain allotment. Usually it starts at 2.5 ounces, and then you have that allotment for 2 weeks, and then it re-ups every 2 weeks. So those are the rules. And then also if you're a medical patient, you can grow up to 5 plants, and that's legal as well. So that's the rules in Illinois. But yeah, I mean, you know, I'm hopeful that I don't want to see anyone go to jail. I don't want to see anybody be in jail. I want the prisoners to be released. You know, if you have a non-violence act, if you're in jail for a non-violent act of cannabis, I don't think you should release. You know, you should be released. You know, why are you there? You know what I mean? Right. There are people that are in jail for like a joint, and it's like, right. Girl, we rolled up earlier. Right. You know, we had our own joints earlier. No, so
I definitely, like, it's not lost on me, like, the privilege I have to be smoking weed and just rolling a joint recreationally. Yeah. You know, it came at a cost. Right. That a lot of people paid, like, the ultimate price for.
The ultimate. Yeah. So we need to make sure
consider that and, like, don't forget that.
Yeah. Yeah, honestly, as we're out here in these streets smoking, you know, we're just over here like willy-nilly. Like, yeah, there are people like that are just like watching this like, the fuck am I doing in here? You know, like, right. Like, right. It's wild. So we need to see those changes. And because of like from this recommendation from the Biden administration to the HHS, that doesn't change things. So that's what we know so far. Yeah. I just wanted to have a nice conversation about that. It's, you know, it's in the current news. Cannabis is something we consume. It's the industry I work in. It's the industry I love. It's, yeah, you know, it's a huge part of us. You know, I grow it. You know, it's wonderful. And I would hate to see this gorgeous, amazing plant cause this sort of, you know, turmoil, you know, and just... Yeah, it's just when I found out that you could just grow that shit, you know, I was like, what the fuck is everybody freaking out about? It still dawns on me. I mean, I get it.
It is crazy. It is crazy. Yeah. I picked some tomatillos today from my garden, and then I came over here and Kim's like, come see this.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Like, in the garden, like free. I'm like, oh, you guys should see it. It's crazy. Kim went off. But yeah, it's like when you look at it that way, it's so fucking innocent. It's a fucking plant.
You were so sticky, bitch.
I know, I loved it. I still kind of am.
Yeah, she was in there smelling my babies. It smells
really good. Yeah, it was fragrant. Amazing. And they're beautiful. Mm-hmm. It's cool. It's cool. And so it's like, yeah, like that. There's the innocent, like I had salsa made with the tomatillos, and then I was sniffing this. It's weed. We smoke it. Like, what's the problem?
Yeah. Yeah.
What's the issue? I don't know.
Well, the issue is they want the money, girl.
Yeah, that's
the powers that be want the shmoney. So, and that's the thing too. It's like, I wonder if they're ever going to, like, it's been recommended, but are they going to change things? Because the government getting all that tax money. So they're like, nah, we like having all that cash. So I don't know, but who knows? You know what I mean? Who knows? I'm just very grateful. Like you said, it is like, I'm humbled. I'm very grateful. I know my privilege, you know what I'm saying? And I am very grateful that I am able to grow the plant, smoke the plant, you know what I mean? Talk about the plant, on my platform. It's pretty crazy, like we were in a different time, back in my daddy's days, you know what I'm saying? Like where he was hiding that shit in his basement, and not talking about it. So it's definitely a different time, but so I think that the more we are informed about what's going on in the current times, I think that's important, so that's why I did want to just kind of like give you guys what I know, what I've been researching, what I've been learning myself about, what's going on with the descheduling of cannabis. But we still have a long way to go. And we will try our best to inform you guys as much knowledge as we know in our own way. Obviously, we are two bitches sitting here being high as shit, having a conversation.
Guys, this has been fun, but it's also been like, I told you. I fucking told you. So
I'm struggling.
Now you guys have been warned too, because we've talked about this strain twice now.
Opal Aura, yeah.
But it's good.
It's good.
It's nothing to be feared. I feel like if you're gonna get it, share it with someone, or like I said, be somewhere very social.
I think you should be listening to music or
vibing out.
Definitely, because that's like I very much want to like watch. I'm watching this one show right now on Apple TV called Invasion. And it's so
What's
good.
it about?
It's about the aliens, bitch.
Okay.
It's about the aliens. Yeah, it's good. You guys need a new show to watch. It's called Invasion. It's on Apple TV.
Literally today, my brother, he was talking about some other show on Apple TV, and I was like, "Give me your fucking login."
Oh yeah, take his login.
I'm gonna text him.
Oh my god, yeah. The fuck, yeah, because you're missing out on like Ted Lasso.
It's also like becoming fall a little bit in Chicago. All right, so I'm starting to feel.
I'm gonna read you.
No, I'm gonna read you. I'm ready though. No, I know.
You have so much to watch.
I know, but yeah, I know, but also like. Throw me a bone. It's been summer.
True,
I have not been able to sit down.
But Ozark's been out, bitch, for years.
I know.
And your nephews yell at you too. So I don't want to hear it. I say you watch that first, bitch.
I think that's the show I'm gonna do first.
I think you need to watch Ozark.
I purposely, like HBO became Max.
Yeah.
I have not reinstalled Max yet.
Okay.
For this reason, so I can avoid watching The Sopranos and like going back into like.
Got you. Oh, you want to? You just want to be cozy. Just put on the
rewatch. Yeah.
And I feel. Listen, and there are times for that.
Is like my Office.
Yeah. Yes. That's. I was gonna say I watched The Office. Martin.
Right.
I'll put on Martin. I'll put on The Office. That'll be my comfort show. I'll put on sometimes Broad City.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hear you.
Broad City. I like after something scary.
That's what I do too.
Yeah.
That's what I do too, dude. I was watching Swarm on Prime. Bitch, you gotta watch.
Is it about bugs?
It's about Beyonce. No, allegedly. Allegedly. This because this woman.
I said bugs.
Swarm. Close. The Beehive, bitch. Allegedly. Yeah. So it's kind of like in that category. It's crazy.
Not us referring to the Beehive as bugs. That's not.
Yeah, you want us to do
word? Go back on our word.
I'm a part of the hive.
Yeah, I know. So am I.
Yeah.
So let's just
let me come correct.
Disrespect. We're not bugs.
Yeah, we're not. No,
we're bees.
We're bees, and I'm proud to bow down to the queen, okay? But yeah, no, so if you guys want to watch something good, Invasion. So yeah, I really want to watch that. I'm like dying to like put that on for later because I feel really good. I'm in that like wanting to binge it too. Yeah. And yeah, so definitely do that. Definitely watch Ozarks though, because that's a good one. What was I gonna say though? Fuck, I had something and then I totally lost it. I was like, oh yeah, that's right, girl. This Opal Aura. It's fucking strain of weed.
Dude, it's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot.
Right my headache is gone though. I will tell you.
Yeah, it's good.
My headache is gone.
Revolution, it's like bangers with their strains. It's crazy.
Their growers do a really good job.
Yes,
they have a good growing
and
team.
Like
their cultivation
Opal
center.
Aura, you saw it's so frosty.
Yeah,
it was like a little like nugget of snow or something. No, I'm serious. It was like white, basically.
The frostiness.
Yeah,
bitch, mine were too. Gag.
Yeah,
mine were frosty.
Yeah, they were. Yeah.
And they're not even full. They're not even like fully ready yet.
I know, girl. It's crazy.
I can't wait. I can't wait till my homegrown's ready. Oh yeah. By the way, guys. So yeah, church announcements, right? So I have several workshops that are, if you're in the Chicagoland area, I remember I teach pole dancing. So you can come and take my workshops. I teach at Siren Chicago, and I teach on Tuesdays, Sundays, and Fridays. Wow, see? So I have workshop.
I warned you.
Yeah,
but
she,
go on.
she warned me. She warned me. I have a twerk workshop coming up. I have a stretch and sesh, which I will gift you a little something to consume while we stretch.
Oh, love that.
So the whole class would be catering to stretching. So if you are one of those people that are bad at stretching, I think that's a great opportunity to take my class so you can get your stretches in.
Loosen up.
Yes. If you have flexibility goals, that's a good one, right? And then if you are a cannabis consumer, it is another good one too, because we allow that in that sense. And then, yeah, I have my freestyle, fundamentals of freestyle workshop. I'm having that this month again. That one again, it's on the poll. If you guys want something to just like, you want a workshop to help you learn how to freestyle and get out of your shell a little bit, that's a good one. And then I have a hip floor workshop, so I have another floor work workshop coming up. So all of that you can find on my bio on my Instagram. It has my classes, it has my link right there in my link tree, and you can book into any of those. And then I'm also going to be working on another cultivation class, I think.
Ooh.
Yeah, but except now it's like now we're towards the end of the year, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I want to kind of focus more on the harvesting and then the trimming and the curing side, and then I'll hopefully like bring in some to like show. I'll have examples of my own homegrown that I'll come in and I'll bring in too and stuff like that. So that I just started to kind of like think about again. I took a little break because remember I told you guys like I got laid off from my job and I went ham. In March, we were just talking about this, right, Becky?
Yeah.
March and April were
nuts.
Like I burned myself out. I know I did.
I told Kim I have trauma from the month of March.
Yeah,
like
it was a lot.
Trauma.
Like it was great, but at the same time it was a lot.
Just crazy. Oh my God.
And I did too much, and I know that. So I want to just take my time with it now and don't scare myself.
It's wild that we pulled off Medicate March.
Yeah, it was Medicate March too. Yes, Medicate March. April was also wild. Yes, because it was Women's History Month, and I was doing all those things. Yes, Women's History Month was.
Then it was my birthday,
and then it was your birthday in April. Yes. Oh yeah, and isn't this the year that you pulled off that random last minute party?
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, we got a message from this bitch. The night before or some shit. Okay, guys, 12 hours before, talking about come to my house, I'm having a banger. I'm like, not like we don't have lives and shit. This bitch can't. But anyways, it was a great time.
It was fun.
The food, mwah,
my mom
chef's
went
kiss.
off. Yeah,
mwah, chef's kiss. I was so impressed.
She was the true star of the night.
I've never been to a bad party at your house though. Honestly, truly,
thank you.
I've always had fun at your house.
Oh my God,
I've always had the house parties. You know, the
parties are legendary at our house. It's crazy.
You guys are good hosts.
It's the same way with my parents growing up. Like when they used to host family parties.
I could tell. Yeah, they're like the matriarchs. They like getting organized. They want they're proud of that.
It's a show. Yeah, it's a fucking show.
Well, speaking of show, what do you want to leave the people with on our show? You like that segue? She hates when I ask this. She hates it.
I know. I don't hate it. I feel like I never have anything cute. I feel like today I was driving over here, and for some reason Aaliyah was like coming up on my.
Ooh, Aaliyah?
Yeah, and like I just fucking like for
Which
so
song?
long, all her songs they were just coming up on my algorithm, and I was like, I am so happy because this was not a reality several years ago. Remember her discography was not available like on any streaming platform.
Yes,
it like would make me sad. And when I like purged a bunch of my stuffs in 2020, I purposely was like, I'm not throwing away my Aaliyah CDs because I don't know if I'm gonna ever hear her music again, and I'm gonna need to figure this out. And so I was like, I am so grateful for this. Like she was legendary. Like she was a star in the she was already a star, but like, yeah. So go listen to Aaliyah, guys.
That's what you're leaving people with. Okay.
Yeah, like having Aaliyah
rock the boat.
Yeah, like having Aaliyah sesh, you know, and just jam out.
And trying, and I just trying.
That's just gonna get you through Mercury retrograde,
girl.
Yeah,
I know, literally. What am I gonna leave the people with?
Yeah.
I don't honestly like. I'm gonna leave the people with, like, just like trust yourself. You know, like we doubt ourselves so much. You know, like even though deep down inside, like I can feel it and I know what's true, but it's like when I don't see the outside matching what I have in my head, it like freaks me out, right? But it's like just trust and have faith, right? Like I do feel very deeply in what the universe has in store for us. You know what I mean? I really do. And so I just need to keep that going, because I'm telling you, dude, like I'll try to get out of this. I'll try to like abort a mission, abort Ocean Gate, abort. And the universe keeps telling me to keep going. So I just want to just leave the people with trust yourself, trust your gut, and just know that the universe got you.
And don't be so hard on yourself.
That's Becky's yelling at me too. Yeah.
Be gentle with yourself.
Okay,
treat yourself like a little baby.
Oh,
you know,
like Georgie, like my little cat. Okay, I guess. But these bills, though, no,
that's the thing. It's the balance, right?
Yeah.
It's the balance between like getting up and getting shit done, and also like letting go and letting God.
That's true.
You know what I mean? There's a fine line, and it can never. There's always a gray area. Like it's just the reality of it.
Letting go and letting go and getting an OF. All right, guys, we're gonna.
She means only flans, guys. Only flans.
Only flans.
Find me on only flans.
Yes, on Only Flans. Wait, Gag, you start a food blog page, call it Only Flans.
I've thought about that.
Do it.
Yeah, no, it's not. I like to cook. Girl.
Anyways,
no, fuck that.
And on that note, guys,
bye, guys.
We're gonna see you guys next week. Thanks for joining us. Bye. Whoa. Yes. Another episode done. We're still live on Instagram. Hi, guys.
Listening to Kimbology.
Kimbo,
there were people that
aka
kind
the
of stopped in.
chafing queen.
Sexy. Sustainability.
Meditate, masturbate, medicate.
You are now listening to Kimbology.
Kimbo, aka the traveling chafing queen.
Sexy. Sustainability.
Meditate, masturbate, medicate.
You are now listening to Kimbology.
Kimbo, aka the traveling chafing queen.
Sexy. Sustainability.
Meditate, masturbate, medicate.
You are now listening to Kimbology.
Kimbo, aka the traveling chafing queen.
Sexy. Sustainability.
Meditate, masturbate, medicate.
You are now listening to Kimbology.